And entertainment is always the name of the game. An electronic gadget, a satellite device, and a stranger on the web have taken over the influence of our families. Amen. Over the teachers, over the pastors, over the ministry, and over parents.
Amen. Come on.
Networks rarely report truth, but they report what will get them ratings. Amen. Right. Television and news anchors strive to determine elections and what is decent for you to watch, and try to set the moral climate in the country according to the amount of money that it will produce for the network.
Right. Amen.
It's now easier for a mother to put a child in front of an electric babysitter and leave that child there to be influenced by whatever the TV network says is okay for their child than for the mother to take care of the child. Amen. I didn't really expect you to shout. Mm-hmm. We as the church have been quiet far too long.
Amen.
Judgment begins at the house of God. Winston Churchill said that when the eagles are silent, the parrots begin to jabber.
Come on.
When the eagles are silent. Folks, we've been quiet way too long.
Right. Mm-hmm.
If I would go through the congregation and ask you, who's the guy on Seinfeld with the funny hair?
Oh.
I already heard the name. Kramer. With great power comes great responsibility. But if I ask you who the prophet in the Old Testament was that didn't have any hair, who would answer that?
Elijah.
All right.
Elijah.
Proverbs 3 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. And?
Obey.
Lean not to your own understanding. See, we readily know TV shows. But when it comes to the things of God, it's a tough answer. That tells us where our influence lies. Amen. The media has a gross effect on our lives. Now, before I go on and you all start saying, man, what you change organizations, you against TV? No. What I'm trying to make you understand, I'm not against TV that is monitored.
Right.
You need to know what you're watching.
Amen.
Right.
Amen.
You need to know what you're watching.
Amen. Come on.
I have almost got myself to the point, Sister Fletcher, that when I sit down to watch TV, I'm at that new GMC channel where I can watch things like, I'm sorry, I know you all going to get bored to tears here, Waltons.
I like the Waltons.
Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman.
I like Dr. Quinn.
You know what I'm saying? And there are some things on other channels that I watch. Hallmark Channel, GMC's good channels to watch. But there are other channels that I watch. But see, I have to screen see if I have to put the mute button on the language, and I have to cover my eyes to not see what's there, I don't need to be watching that program.
Amen.
Amen.
That's so true.
Can I tell you all that there are pedophiles on the internet that want to talk to your kids?
Come on.
Why do you think police departments are developing cyber squads that check in and try to find these guys that are targeting your children? Yet we will let them sit hour after hour and chat on chat rooms and not ever check where they've been. Let me tell you all something. You better know who your children are talking to on the internet. No, listen to what I'm telling you. You better know who your children are talking to on the internet. And you better watch what you're looking at on the internet also. Amen. You see, pedophiles would like to woo your children away from you. And will ruin their lives for them. Amen. And there are people out there that would love to protect pedophiles in the name of human rights.
Amen.
Well, they have the right to be that way. They do not have the right to be that way. They do not have the right to molest my child.
Come on. on.
I don't care what Obama says.
Come on.
Right.
Come on.
They do not have the right to molest our children. They do not have a right to be on the internet. I don't care what right they put out there. It's a human right. It's a freedom of speech. It doesn't matter to me when it comes to the stench in the nostrils of God. Amen. If you check out the nudity and sexual scenes on movies and TV,